Hello and welcome to another Tower Loadout video. So we're discussing different options that you can give to your Tower army, different units you might want to take. Don't forget to check out the rest of the playlist, I'll put a link up for that, and check out the rest of my channel. So this time we are looking at the Kroot, specifically the Kroot Carnivore Squad, so all the Kroot in general, and just some general ideas for how you can use these, what the point in them is. So the Kroot have been introduced to kind of act as our Blobby unit. Like the cultists for the Chaos Space Marines. So these are just designed, you could put a big squad on your table, move them up during the game, because they're troops, they're going to be able to score objectives if they survive, but chances are your opponent's going to spend the whole game just trying to get rid of them. So for that, if you're trying to do that, I would take 20 of these guys, because they can be put into a unit size of 20. They're very cheap for the number that you get. And then on top of that, if you want, you could spend the extra points to get a Shaper. Mine's not painted and he's actually missing an arm, which is a shame. I don't really use him though. So the point of having a Shaper is that he will give a boosted leadership, so by 1, which is kind of a big deal when you're going to be shot at a lot. And but he's not going to affect the arm saves anymore. In previous versions of the codex, in the last edition, he would actually grant your Kroot armor saves. Nowadays he doesn't do that, he just has more wounds and a better leadership. And I don't really see much point in taking the other weapon for him, but if you really want to, you can. So that's one way of using them. If you're going to go for Blobby, I wouldn't buy any other stuff. It's not really much point paying for Kroot Hounds. And the Kroot Ox isn't that much more survivable than the rest of the Kroot, seeing as it's only got 2 wounds, the same toughness and the same armor save. So, the other way, the main other way that you can use a Kroot unit, which is my favourite, is as a Snipy unit. Yes, Snipy. So for this, I would take 10 of them, probably, maybe a few more if I really needed to. But 10 is a decent size, and give them all sniper rounds, which is brilliant because it means that you get to do rending and you get all the all the special rules that you get from sniper pinning and rending and all. It's just awesome having snipers. And so normally they'd have pulse rounds. Now you can spend the extra points for sniper rounds, and that is really useful. So for that, what you could do is you can walk these guys on, stick them in a forest. So you're going to want to bring a forest with you, or try and get one onto the table. Put these guys in it because it will improve their cover save, because they have some special rule which makes them better at hiding in forests for some reason. And then you can just snipe at your opponents. And snipers are always great. We saw that with my Necrons. Death Marks are a brilliant unit now, and they're all using sniper weapons. These guys are a brilliant unit, especially when using sniper weapons. So for that, you don't need a Shaper. I just take the 10 guys with the sniper rounds. That should be enough. Not much point in taking 20. It's nice to have quite a lot of shots, but I don't really think you need 20, especially as these guys are going to be staying still. And their improved arm save their cover save should be enough. Then you've got the option of taking a Kroot Ox. Now, personally, I don't actually even have a Kroot Ox model. I wouldn't bother taking one. It's a lot of points for what you're getting. Same toughness as these guys, same armor save as these guys. So I'm not going to get it, for nothing. I don't really see any point in adding it. And you might want to go for Hounds. I personally do really like the Kroot Hounds. Here we are. Especially in the previous version, they made assaulting a lot more fun. So what's the point in taking Kroot Hounds? Well, they can't shoot, which is a shame, because we are definitely in the shooting age with 6th edition. But they do have Initiative 5, which is great for, because that means you're going to get the first attacks. You can take 10 in a squad, and I think they get 2 attacks normally. So that means that you're going to be striking first. You're going to be able to strike with a lot of attacks, because you can get 10 in the squad. And, also, they will grant acute senses. Now, some people have suggested that you could take 1, just so the whole unit gets acute senses, and when you're coming on from a different table edge, you can reroll for outflanking. I think that it's quite a useful idea, especially if you're planning on outflanking these. But I don't really tend to outflank. I liked I like to have everything on the table, move it into position, and use it, you know, the way that I plan to before the game starts. Whereas I don't like to be reacting to stuff by outflanking. Although it would make a great distraction unit. So if you want to outflank, pay the points for one Kroot Hound, don't bother with the rest. So, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you've picked up some tips and ideas on how you can use your Kroot. Don't forget to like, comment down below with anything you want to say, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.